I still want to do. I still want to do general carpentry tips from you with a video series called Behind the Drywall with Joe Lamway.
That's perfect.
I have a really good trick. Can I just tell you something?
Sure.
When you go to hang like a large picture and it has 2 hooks at the top, and you have to measure between those. What I normally do is I take a long level, and then you can just mark it on the 4-foot level, and then you find the center of the level, and then you find the center of the picture, and then you level the level, and then mark where the 2 hooks are, and it gives you a positive placement for the hooks. You just mark the level. You can put a piece of blue tape on it if you wanted, but you mark where the location. You put the mark the location.
And that's Behind the Drywall with Joe Lamai.
Welcome to HodgePodge, everybody. Fig here.
Danny.
Tom.
Welcome to episode 10 of HodgePodge. 10.
1-0. If we're going by WrestleManias, that would be WrestleMania 10, Madison Square Garden, the anniversary of the first WrestleMania. I feel like you two are the perfect people to ask this question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What should I do with my hair?
I mean, I think you should shave it.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy. Low maintenance.
Do you know how wonderful it is to wake up in the morning?
And like 99% of my answers because I'm just fucking jealous of his hair and that he still has it and it's so beautiful.
I just feel like...
That being said...
Yeah, you can pop that on, but I was going to say, you did the bald head thing and you look great. You went full bald.
I did.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Full Monty. Well...
And I think you
that's
both...
a different type of bald.
Yeah.
I think you both look great with bald. I mean, Fig, I've always told you, you look like 10 years younger when you did the dome piece.
Yeah. Because I was receding hairline since I was like 12, that's why.
Yeah, same. Well, not 12, but like, it started rapidly.
I was going to say, when did it start? Because back in your Tom Cruise days, you had hair.
Probably like when I was like 27, 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
So only like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It's been. And
mine was definitely like 25. I started getting a little spot in the middle. And then it just started going from the front. And I was like,
Well, I think you look 10 years younger, and you even said it yourself. You have a nicely shaped head.
I do. I feel
under
like
there.
I do. Yeah,
you do.
What led you to do this finally? What made you decide that you wanted to do this? Because really, last week we kind of just, there's going to be a quick, and it's. I think I call you.
No hair, Tom.
Yeah, NHT.
NHT.
No HT. Yeah, no HT. So I mean, besides that, what made you decide to just all of a sudden go for it? Besides peer pressure, or was it peer pressure only?
I wanted to take control of a situation that I wasn't in control of.
I like that.
That's a good answer.
That's a very good answer.
I was just embarrassed.
I mean, I don't think I look terrible with my hair the way it was, but...
You feel like you're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, it was always like, I would look at my hair and I'd be like, okay, I need to go get a haircut because I had to keep it really short or else it looked terrible. I looked like an old crazy man,
Yeah. I mean, you definitely had hair. You had a decent amount of hair, but I think you're afraid of what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, and
yeah,
take control. That's awesome.
Yeah.
First off, but secondly, there's not like I know I have an oddly shaped head because my baseball coach told me in 3rd grade. No, it kind of juts out in the back.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Never mind. Don't shave your head.
I told my coach, my baseball coach in 3rd grade, I said, but coach, my helmet doesn't fit. He said, that's because you have an oddly shaped head. Now get out there. And he put me out on the field.
Good coach.
That's a really good coach.
When I was in 6th grade, I was pogo sticking super, super hard and super aggressively. I was trying to try out, I guess, for the World Pogo Championships, I think. I don't know. Because I was getting so much airtime. And we had a homemade basketball court in the backyard of my mom's house.
Yeah.
Just my dad made it out of bricks with like a wooden frame, just so we could shoot hoops, like a half court thing. And I was on those boys, and I was bouncing. And when I say I was bouncing, I was in the air for at least a second before I came back down. And the pogo stick landed on an angle, and I snapped back and landed back of my head first on the bricks.
Ugh.
And it was such a loud and powerful smash that it didn't even hurt when it first happened. I was like, I just smashed my head on bricks going probably 50 miles an hour. I should be in pain. I should be in pain right now. And then out of nowhere, it was like a gong was like, whoosh, and it was just the worst pain ever.
Ugh.
My mom didn't know what to do, and she was like, I got to call your grandmother. I got to figure out what to do. And she just put me in the tub with a washcloth on my head.
Is that why you are the way you are today?
Yeah. Because I never went to the doctor. I never got a concussion either, but I think I'm fine. But if I shaved mine off, I don't think I'd look
Your
like
head
that.
or your hair?
Shave my head off.
Shave my entire head off.
Just a neck. No, I'm not a fan of my neck. I wouldn't be a headless man.
But yeah, no, I wanted to take control of a situation.
That's all. I just wanted to address it because it looks good.
And I think this is like a perfect segue into what I wanted to talk about this week.
Okay.
And it's the unknown.
Okay.
Key the X-Files theme song. Yeah.
Spooky.
Kind of spooky.
So what do you mean about the unknown? Do you mean like the future or
Well,
like
so
other universes and shit, or like?
yes,
Uh-huh.
but same in the same respect. Like I never thought that I was gonna have to shave my head, and when I was 17 years old, I had the thickest head of hair, and I was like, I'm never gonna have to shave my head. And then 27 rolls around, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to shave my head. But
So not so. I more on the level that he's talking about, and not so much on the level that you're talking about.
I'm going deep. Yeah.
No, that's fine. You can get deep. We can go. HodgePodge can go deep.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying. I mean, I guess it's kind of deep, but more in a real world sense. I know for a fact that I can't deal with the unknown, and that's probably a big part of my anxiety that I have. Which is, in other words, if it comes to communications with a friend, if it comes to maybe emails that I send at work,
right
after you press send, waiting for the return, the
Yeah.
unknown.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
My head goes a mile a minute through a million scenarios of what could happen.
Yeah,
Fig
yeah.
knows that one time he didn't answer my text message, and I thought he hated me, and I started going through all these
Yeah,
scenarios
yeah,
about
yeah.
why he would hate me, because he never not answers his text message. Turned out it was the kicking off of his phone not really working and not really getting text messages.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Yeah.
know that, so like that didn't even come into my head as a scenario.
That's
It's hard to understand, and we even said that before when we were talking about online dating. It's hard to understand text or email conversations, and that's one thing. But I'm even saying that just the stuff that my mind races through while I wait for the response or whatever is the worst feeling. I hate that, and that's something that I know I need to work on, and not going into doomsday scenarios.
No.
I'm the same way.
But I definitely feel that.
For me, what frustrates me about the unknown is when I predict something and it ends up happening. That's what gets me pissed off.
Right.
So, like, for example, now the big craze is Bitcoin. I thought about Bitcoin as well. I told you
FOMO.
I told you in the beginning of the year. I was like, Bitcoin's we should invest in it. We should invest in it. We invested it for a little bit, and then we got out before the giant peak. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I knew that was going to happen. Why didn't I do it?
I read an article that said like the biggest thing with Bitcoin is FOMO.
Yeah.
The fear
is.
of missing out.
It is.
Which is going to drive it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's a very interesting what you just said.
Okay.
That where you predict, where you get mad when the things you predict about the unknown end up coming true.
Yes.
So Fixtradamus.
yes.
What
no,
else?
Seriously.
So Fixtradamus. What else? What else?
It's mostly geared towards things that I invest in. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. I can't wait for this thing to happen. It's going to be fantastic. Invest in it, make a little bit of money, and I get out of it. And then, like, 2 years later, I'm like, when Netflix split, their stocks tanked.
But you could say that about everything.
Yeah, I do say that about everything.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I really wish I put $10 on Apple.
No,
when,
but like,
when I was 10.
That's different because I
You know,
really,
like-
I really had no idea about that. I really had no
$10.
clue. But for me, I was like, oh, Netflix is going to survive this thing. I should invest in it. It's what, $60? I should do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Things like that. That's what frustrates me.
What
is
a
when
bonehead move.
I know. I'm an idiot.
Do you guys believe in aliens?
You don't want to get me started.
Why not?
I mean, I can go on.
What do you believe in aliens?
I do believe in aliens, yeah.
Aliens in what form?
I mean, an alien is, what do you mean? Technically, an alien is something that we don't know what it is, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I mean, I think obviously we're saying otherworldly, but I'm saying one-celled organisms or green guys that put things in your butt.
I mean, I think you're, I think you're taking
One extreme or the
I
other.
think you're taking
Yeah.
it to the extreme.
Oh,
I can definitely.
Whoa, Dan, calm down.
I mean,
whoa.
one-celled organisms, absolutely. Yeah, that's
Sure.
almost definite that they exist somewhere else.
Sure.
As far as other intelligent life forms, yeah, I can see that also.
There was that thing that just floated through our universe, very close to the sun. It was a long, like flat rock,
Yeah.
looking type thing.
Oh, yeah.
They thought it was. I guess it didn't have the properties of either a meteor or a comet or something because it withstood the radiation from the sun.
Yeah.
And they were thinking there was something not man-made, intellectually made that was surrounding it to prevent it. But I guess they didn't find anything. But those stories always interest me because
There's
it's
always
like
stories that.
there was a star that they said. I guess the light, like the way they measure far away stars,
Yeah.
is the light like of a planet that or another star that'll pass in front of it or something like that.
Right.
And that's what they use to see how far a star is and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess
And
the
how
pattern
big
in front
one
of
is.
it, it was odd. And they thought there was like a large Death Star type thing in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is so cool. And it always comes back with us saying, with people saying, no, they did the research and it's not possible.
Right.
It's not true. But it's only, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time. Probably not in our lifetime, but for sure.
Funny you say that, because yesterday...
Are you talking about that secret government-funded stuff from
Yeah,
2014?
I saw
Do you
it
know?
also.
Do you know much about it? Because I just know it because some guy told me at work, and I'm sure.
I saw videos about it, but they just said it was like a multi-million-dollar funded thing only a couple years ago of just more UFO research.
I believe it was. I think I read it on the Wall Street Journal, like one of the articles online. So,
Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Because I heard that they saw a UFO. and
That's
they,
the guy from
it
San
was-
Diego. The guy from San Diego.
It
was
was
a
near
Navy
San
guy,
Diego.
right?
Yeah.
They saw it like floating like 5 feet from the water. So when they went down, they were trying
And
to
then
get
shot up.
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I think I just heard him describing it in the air, saying that there's no way it could have done the things it was doing.
Right.
Yeah, but then I start to scare myself, and I don't want to look at it anymore, and I'd rather watch The Office.
Like Dear David.
I'd rather watch.
Dear David.
Oh my God! That was on our old podcast.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
never
wanna talk
actually talked
Dear
about
David. I don't
that.
want to talk about Dear
Oh
David.
yeah, that's
That
right.
creepy guy
Yeah.
that saw the kid in his room. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. That stuff gives me the chills. I'm serious.
All right, back to aliens. Back to
Yeah.
aliens.
This is even worse. This is even worse.
It creeps you out that bad?
I'll be
aliens?
honest. So like, I used to be fascinated with serial killer documentaries, and not because I'm a killer.
And that doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
That's real.
Just hear me out. I used to be fascinated with serial killer documentaries, but in the sense that I just couldn't understand how a person could be like that. Like
Yeah.
the Zodiac killer fascinated me.
Oh,
Especially
that
because
is a fascinating.
especially
story.
because the fact that he was never truly caught. But for the alien stuff, it just makes me feel uneasy because I think, like Fig said, because I do believe that I believe in something. I don't know what, and that scares me because it's the unknown. It's a very good point. Going back to what you said originally, is it's the unknown, and that scares the crap out of me.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe in aliens.
You think we're this tiny little fleck of dust in the entire universe? We're the only people that are having a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't confident. Speak
That wasn't
clearly
confident,
into the
yeah.
microphone. Wasn't confident.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Can I? So, do you do we think that aliens have the technology to come to our planet?
I think
Is that the question?
No.
No.
Okay.
The question is, do you believe in aliens? I think
That there's something else
Yeah.
somewhere else that could be like
even if it's like
cavemen
Yeah.
on a different planet.
it could be.
Sure.
Yeah.
how do we know they have caves?
Not. Yeah. They could be. They could be.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
They could be mountain men.
Oh, they have mountains.
Mountains.
Oh, mountains.
But I
Yeah, it doesn't. Forget intelligence level. I'm saying something else.
in our universe, I think we are the anomaly.
So that brings me to another question. So we're talking about universes. What about timelines? Like different dimensions. Like you think that the dimension that we're in is the only thing that's happening right now, or is there something that's happening parallel that if we make one decision,
Butterfly effect.
yeah, do you believe in that?
Like in other words, if I choose to just get up right now and go upstairs,
As
there's a
opposed to
timeline for that, as opposed to just sitting here and
finishing
continuing
this
this.
out. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Right?
no, yeah, I like that. I think Ashton Kutcher made a movie about that.
Yeah.
Kutcher?
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. That's from
Ashton Kutcher?
Viva La Bam. He used
Yeah.
to say Ashton Kutcher.
I don't know if I believe that stuff. I think our world is really that's what it is,
Mhm.
and that's it. You know, I don't think that there's anything.
You're not a believer of anything else that is that grand.
He also thinks the Earth is flat.
Yes.
Another.
Yeah, well,
there's
it
a
is.
big.
It's like this table.
This is Earth, and there's just a fence. Again, there's another fence around it.
Yeah.
So there's a fence,
Yep.
and that's it. And you flip around on the other side. What's on the other side?
More Earth.
Wait, do the flat earthers believe like if you flip it around, there's more Earth down there? Or is it just we're all on top?
No, we're all on top,
Oh, that's so dumb.
That's silly.
and they also don't believe in gravity.
So
who
how
does?
would we?
I jump and hang out in the air for a couple seconds and then come back down when I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't jump and
Well,
just
no,
fall right down.
They believe it's like electromagnetic that keeps us on the.
You've done research. You're a flat earther, aren't you?
I just want to know what they. I just want to.
You're a flat earther.
I am not a flat earther.
You're wondering how come the horizon doesn't curve or whatever Shaq's reasons was. How come I'm in a plane and I'm not going constantly like this?
If I'm on a plane, and I have a level, how come that level
Is level.
is level?
That's the argument, right?
That's their argument. Maybe because the plane is like really it's way bigger than the level that you have.
Dude,
That's ridiculous.
wait, I'm gonna ask this right now, and I know what Fig's answer is gonna be, but I'm just gonna ask Tom.
I'll wait for Tom to answer then.
I really don't know. Tom, did we land on the moon?
That's a good question.
Tom,
I-
Tom, did we land on the moon?
Yes.
Have we been in space?
Absolutely.
Fig?
We've definitely been in space.
Why? You don't believe that we were
This
on the
stuff is
moon?
gonna go right through Bubnick's skin. Remember Bubnick?
Bubnick just gets so pissed off at me. He hates conspiracy theories. I just, why haven't we been in like 65, 70 years, whatever?
That's a good question.
Why? Like if it was accomplished way back then, and
Right.
now we have so much more technology. Why
We
is
went
there-
up there and popped the flag up.
It's dangerous. A, it's dangerous.
Here's the thing.
B, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, that's fine. We spend way more money on other things. Way $200 billion on defense. So for who?
Mr. Kern showed me a "Did we land on the moon?" hoax video.
Yeah.
In like 6th or 7th grade science.
Yeah.
And I remember he's like, the crosshairs that were on the photo. It's like, well, how come he's standing behind one of the crosshairs like that? Like,
There was a lot of stupid things. Like I saw the same video, and there was like, oh, why is the flag waving? There's not supposed to be any air there. And
because the flag was designed that way.
And there's explanations about
Yeah.
that. And then how come they're moving differently? How come they have footprints when there's not gravity? Like stuff like that. There's always questions that they bring up.
Right. Well,
I found a fascinating website that's still that you can they have obviously not normal telescopes can see it,
Yeah.
but I guess something that passed by the moon or something, so you could see the tracks that are still there. You can see the landing sites that are still there.
Right.
You can see all the crap that we left up there. I just landed the Apollo 11 on the moon in VR a couple of hours ago.
I've done it. I've done it.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Did you really do it? It was like
Yeah.
an educational video.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
it too. It was so much fun.
You start in the first room and you're like just watching
It's
old
just,
videos.
like a 1960s
Yeah,
television set.
yeah.
So I landed on the moon. No
That's
problem.
awesome.
Me, Buzz Aldrin, and Neil Armstrong. I don't know about the other third guy, the real one, but I was him.
Gary Clark Jr.
That's a
Gary
guitar player.
Clark Jr.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm positive that we landed on that moon. That moon.
Yeah,
that moon.
that
up
moon
there.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. I'm 80% sure we did. 20% still iffy. There's plenty of things that can't be explained. Pyramids.
I knew you were gonna say pyramids.
I mean,
he wants to know how they pop those bad boys up, especially that the four corners are all north, south, east, north, south,
that
east,
the
and
fact that
west.
Crazy, right?
if they're in the sky, they can read that. And I know,
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of astronomers like Galileo and all those guys.
I thought
like,
they were called sky guys.
yeah, the sky guys.
Oh, sky guys.
Yeah. So I know there's a
And
bunch of
sky gals.
Yeah, and gals. Mostly guys back then.
Sky gals.
Yeah.
Guys.
So there was
Sky guys.
There was a bunch of sky guys back then that they paid attention to all the stars. They knew all the astronomy. They know all that kind of stuff.
Talking about Galileo.
Yeah, Galileo and Magellan and all those guys.
Magellan. Do you realize Magellan was a sailor?
Oh, I thought it was a dragon.
He
I thought he was a dragon. Yeah, from Eureka's Castle.
Oh, you're talking about that Magellan.
Yeah.
Eureka's Castle. He sailed around the world. That's
Sure.
Magellan.
He didn't fall off.
Oh
he-
shit! No, he
he
just went
sailed
around
around
the
like
perimeter.
that.
He went around the
he
perimeter. Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
this is easy. It's just a circle.
Just a circle.
No, but there's just like
He sailed around by the fence.
yeah, by the fence. He was he
his
sailed
boat-
like this, hitting the fence.
Yeah, I was gonna say his boat was scraping up against it.
Like the Truman
Yeah,
Show.
Just Truman showed it. Yeah.
I just can imagine Magellan with his fingers out, like you said, just like on each fence post.
I really like that the picture of him like
No, cut the wheel. It always has to be cut. The wheel always has to be cut. It's a circle.
But no, just the pyramids. It brings me to believe like how can they build something that large using stones that large without the machinery that we have right now? They say it's almost impossible.
Slaves.
It's almost. You know
It took-
how long
it
would
took a
take?
long time. It did take a long
But
time.
like
But the secret rooms inside get me all
Yes,
excited. I love
that's
that.
another
Yeah.
thing. Like how they architected everything so perfectly.
It's funny that you're talking about pyramids because just today someone said to me, "Oh, random fact: honey never spoils."
It doesn't.
And
yeah.
so the honey
Yeah.
that they found in the pyramids is still good honey.
of course.
How crazy is
That's
that?
nuts.
How crazy is
That's
that?
nuts.
That's weird.
Can you imagine having tea
I
with
also-
that shit?
10,000-year-old honey?
I said maybe that's how Tutankhamun. Everyone says Tutankhamun's curse. That those guys that opened the pyramid, they all like mysteriously died.
Yeah.
Maybe they just tried the honey. They're like, God, the honey, and then they just died. I mean, maybe
Maybe
that's
they
what,
poisoned it before they.
Maybe.
poison honey.
Yeah.
You're saying the Egyptians or the people that found it?
Egyptians.
Oh, okay.
They were like, no one can eat this honey except for Tutankhamun.
Great Egyptian accent. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I find myself on Google Maps a lot just looking at the pyramids,
Yeah.
just looking at
it's crazy.
various.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
What about
it's
what
great.
about Stonehenge?
Stonehenge is another
Same
one.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's explained already.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, you don't know what it is?
No, what was it?
A clothes hanger. They would put their clothes out.
Shut up.
They just you're missing the wire that went through each one. They would just hang up their shirts. That's
hate
what it is.
I hate you so much.
No, I like how you were embarrassed like you were supposed to know, and you're like, oh, it was? It was? They know what it is? There's a bigger Stonehenge that they found that was like a couple of yards away. Or maybe like a couple of yards. Maybe
You're
like
blowing my mind
couple
right now.
dozen
Are you being
yards.
serious now?
Yeah. It's like, it was like they found it underground or something. We got to post the link to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We'll look.
Everything
we'll
I
look it
believe,
up.
everything I read on the internet's true.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I'll tell you something that's unknown that scares me too.
What?
The ocean.
Oh, yeah.
So- I have a weird feeling like when we were on you weren't there that year. We were in Myrtle Beach and we got one of those like big banana boats, which is the
Yeah.
jet ski pulls the banana boat.
Yeah,
We all
yeah,
sit
yeah.
on it, and he's trying to purposely turn us over.
Of course.
So we were out where you could still see the horizon, but we were pretty out there.
Yeah.
And it was a weird feeling when he would turn us and we would flip over and you're just in the ocean. And I was close to the shore, but I could never swim back. That's how far out we were.
Yeah.
And it was just a weird feeling. So
Yeah.
that's just a small speck.
Yep.
We were parasailing, Fig and I, and he dipped us. He dunked us like a jerk.
That was uncomfortable.
And it was uncomfortable, but also then it's like I just felt so exposed.
yeah.
Part
Like-
of me hates feeling the ground in the walking in the ocean. But even when I'm back on Google Maps looking at the pyramids, if I like, let me just take it from Egypt all the way back to New Jersey. If I'm in the middle of that blue, I get a weird feeling there too.
Just by looking at Google Maps?
Yeah, because it's like, you're just in the ocean right there.
Yeah, it's
It would
creepy.
take me forever.
The thing that creeps me out the most about the ocean is just like the people that just get stranded out in the middle of the ocean, like
How
in
do
the
they
middle of nowhere, and they survive for months.
Yeah, how do they even
just
live?
floating around.
You get a volleyball, cut your hand, slap it on,
And
then-
just fish.
and just fish and enjoy. Do some
Fish and
light dental
enjoy
work.
it.
That's
Just do some light dental work with a figure skate.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
you make jokes,
No,
but it's
no.
happening. It's scary.
No,
You know what I always think about?
I would not be able. I would never be able to survive. No way.
Speaking of Castaway for a second, you know the package that he keeps and he brings to
That was
that
a
girl?
Super Bowl commercial. You're talking about the one where he brought it back and it was like a survival gear and a
Yeah.
GPS locator and all.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that too.
Could you imagine if that was what was actually in that box? That would
The
suck.
one that he didn't open.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of the bouncing ball theory?
The bouncing ball theory. No.
In terms
Yeah.
of Earth.
As in terms of reality. It's a theory that if there's a bouncing ball in front of you, right, and you turn around, the
Isn't-
bouncing ball isn't there. Nothing that you can't perceive isn't reality. Did I say that right? Nothing that you cannot perceive.
That you can see.
Everything that you can see is reality. Everything else is not. So like when you leave my house tonight, that's it. You're out of
I
my
cease to-
reality.
I
You
cease to
you
exist?
cease to exist.
But what if I'm going home and I go play video games like I usually do?
I'm not there with you. So how is that even true?
Because I'm telling you I did it.
Yeah, are you telling me that you did it, or is my brain telling me that you went home and did it?
So like in other words, you're saying that I'm not real.
Nothing is
Saying,
real.
In your world, I'm not a person.
Maybe.
I'm a projection.
Am I freaking you out?
It's like the Schrodinger's cat thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The cats in the boxes that are alive or dead. It's both.
It's
right?
both.
So what's Schrodinger's cat?
So Schrodinger's cat is the theory that if you put a cat in a box,
Okay.
right, and
Charlotte.
put
Come here, Charlotte.
and put poison in the box,
Okay.
right, and you close that box,
Yeah.
the cat is both alive and dead because you cannot you can't see the cat. So to you, it's both. It's both until you open that box, and then once you open the box, it could only be one.
Okay.
Crazy. It's kind of like the bouncing ball theory.
Just like Highlander. Isn't there only one Highlander? I don't know. I never saw Highlander.
There's been a bunch of Highlanders.
Or if you open
Has
the
there?
box, it could be Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
What's in the box?
That's what's in the box.
What's in the box?
You do realize that she was that for Halloween, right?
Yeah.
She was Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box for Halloween. How
That's
genius is
It's
that?
genius. All right, so I think that's enough for for that.
You
I feel like
you make my brain hurt.
yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make your brain hurt.
I'm still.
No, you don't have to
I'm,
apologize. It was all very interesting stuff. But I agree with Fig that he's not drunk enough.
I'm blanked.
That's like after you saw Interstellar. That was your face. It was
Oh
just,
my God, Interstellar.
How did we not even talk about Interstellar once?
Interstellar. That when we were talking about universes, like, oh, I need to bring this up, and I
Yeah,
just
you
completely
should've.
forgot. But Interstellar fucked with me.
So we're going to be posting this thing before New Year's. I know Fig said that we always talk about holidays, but it's not our fault that they popped all these holidays on the federal calendar like they did.
Yeah.
You know, we got week after week here. Anything you guys are doing for New Year's? Anything you've done for New Year's? Anything? What do you typically do?
I try to like lay very low on New Year's.
Okay. I usually do too,
Yeah.
for the most part. Last year we went out.
Yeah, last year we went out. That was the first time I've ever.
Usually
really
I'm with
went
my
out.
family. Sometimes I go over to my friend's house, stuff like that. But I do like to do low key, like you said. I
Yeah.
just like to chill,
Yeah.
get the Twilight Zone marathon going.
Yeah. It's just it's a little overwhelming for me now.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a big to do.
Last year was the first time I really
We went to New
out.
we went to New Bruns, right?
Yeah, we went to New Brunswick, and we did the whole thing. We paid for the package and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And at first I was like, oh, it's a good price. It was like $80 for like all you can drink for however many hours that we were doing. I was like, oh, I'll easily make my money back. We got there and there was like 3 million people, like over
Oh
what
my
they should have.
God,
had.
we were
Really?
so packed.
It was
we were
ridiculous.
so packed in.
But then at midnight, they ended up having like all the bartenders go in the bar and just crack open bottles of champagne and just pour it all over us. And I was like, come on.
That's
like,
right.
I'm dressed in
So-
my nice clothes. Like,
Yeah.
That's right. She was ready to pour it on everybody, and Fig and I are right in front of her, and it just all just falls down right on us.
Yeah.
I
Really?
mean, I was drenched, and everyone else was relatively dry. Fig and I got drenched.
and I had like, I was looking to, as you say, I was
Yeah.
looking to the nines.
Oh, I would have.
He
been
was
so
looking
mad.
over. He was
Looking
looking
to the
up
nines.
over
You
to
were
the
looking-
nines.
Yeah.
It was that way.
To the nines.
Yeah.
So like, it got to the point where I was just,
The clock was.
I was just fed up at that point, and I was like, whatever, I'm over it. I prefer to lay low. This year I'm probably gonna go to Pittsburgh, depending on the weather, because it looks like it might snow.
Seriously?
Yeah. If it snows, I'm gonna try to keep low key here again, but if not, I'll be in Pittsburgh with some fam.
What about you, Dan?
I'd like to, I mean, as of right now, I haven't heard anything with friends, so I would assume just family. Like, it sounds corny, but my cousin, my brother, and I, we would just play Rock Band or
Yeah.
Just Dance.
Yeah.
We'd play board games, and I like that. My
Me
grandma
too.
had the
That's what
Twilight
I
Zone
like.
on. Anytime there was a good episode, I'd pop in there. And pecking my grandma was my New Year's kiss for like the last 10 out of the 15 years, and so be it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I never saw the big to do. To your point, like, I would never go to New York City ever. No, thank you. Ever.
No way.
Unless
Not
I'm in
in-
like a high-rise hotel nowhere near Times Square.
no.
But going out, yeah, it's not really my thing. Yeah.
No, not for Dick Clark's.
New
New
Year's
Year's.
Rockin' Eve.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
No
I feel
way.
that. Yeah.
You have to pee your pants. You can't even go to
Yeah.
the bathroom when you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do that on New Year's anyway, so that part's not a problem.
I just do that.
Yeah. It's not even New Year's.
do
Yeah,
that.
it's not even
It's
New
a
Year's.
Tuesday. January 10th. I'm going to
Yeah.
pee my pants. All right, boys. I think, I think we got a lot here.
Yeah. This has been episode 10. 10 for the new year.
Yeah.
I love seeing comments on Facebook, on YouTube, on
YouTube,
iTunes,
yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah, right.
I love that we're getting that, feedback. It doesn't have to all be good. It's true. I'm just so appreciative of everybody that listens. I really am.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you for
too.
commenting and subscribing.
So we really appreciate everything that everybody has been doing to support us. Yeah, you got anything?
No, I that's it. I'm so happy we made it to 10 episodes in 2017. Now we can start season 2.
Season
Look for a new table.
Should we do that?
We're cutting out
Absolutely.
the 3 of us, replacing us with 3 new people.
All cats.
All cats.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna replace a new table. It's just gonna be made out of things that cats climb on.
Like the thing that they scratch.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the thing. Like the
It's
key.
just going to be a cat tree.
It's going to be just basically 20 minutes of cats.
No, I would say yeah. You said it. Happy New Year. That's really
Yeah.
the key here.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it, because by the time you guys listen to this, it'll be after
Yeah,
Christmas.
because we all know 2017 sucks. So hopefully the last year was good. 'Cause
Yeah.
We all know 2017 was atrocious. So hopefully.
Trump.
So you sneezed.
I know.
Bless
sorry.
We still
Thank
have a bunch of those sneezes
left. We got about 3. You got
Yeah,
about
we got
3
about-
sneezes
about
left.
3
Yeah.
years worth of those sneezes.
Yeah.
But- But yeah, 2017 sucks. Let's hope that 2018 is gonna be hella lit. I'm gonna try to lose.
Same.
I'm gonna try to lose weight again.
Me too.
All right.
Maybe we'll get a challenge going for 2018.
Yeah, maybe we'll see how long you can last without eating a chicken nugget. Last time it was about 3.5 minutes.
I don't think it should be that strict. I don't think it should be that strict.
We shouldn't be that strict. We need chicken nuggets.
Well, if I want to eat a chicken nugget, I should eat one. I think we should do weight. We should see who could lose the most weight.
It's percentage.
Percentage.
All right, here, right here,
Per capita.
right here, right now.
No,
last,
not yet.
No. Last episode of the year. We're making it happen. Starting the new year. By that moment, we will already have our competition ready. We will be trying to lose weight.
Yeah, we'll go through the details next
Yes.
one.
There better be a punishment.
Stay tuned, because there's gonna be some things getting pretty interesting.
But there's better be a punishment.
I already shaved my head. There's not much more hair I can shave off my body.
I'm gonna say a nice wax strip over your nipple.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We'll-
We'll talk
yeah,
about
we'll
that.
talk about
Don't worry about it.
You
But
know
I
what?
have the
You know
wax
what?
strips on me.
You know what? Give us some ideas. Let us know what you
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Comment on wherever you listen to us,
Subscribe to
Subscribe,
wherever you
comment,
watch or listen to us.
and let us know. We're gonna try to do a weight loss competition, and loser has to do something. Your choice.
Yeah,
Your choice.
that's good.
Human
I'm
centipede.
kind of scared. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Fig, you have anything?
Not this time. I just want to say Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks again for joining us this year. We'll see you next year. We'll be back and live in color. I'm Fig.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Tom.
Later. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Like and comment.
And subscribe.
Right chair.
Right over chair.
3 words for you. Happy New Year.
Thank God he didn't do the other part.